Like to welcome everybody to Karatbars International. My name is Steve Hoffman. Glad you could be with us today for our webinar. We have a lot of information to cover, including the company, the product, the compensation plan, and quite a bit more. We're going to get to your questions at the end of the presentation. So, with that said, let's get started with Karatbars International. Your opportunity is here right at this moment. And our product, which I consider is one of the best products in the world, gold, is right here in front of you. We're going to talk about why gold is so important. Now, this gold is quite a bit different than some of the other gold you can get from brokers out there. It has free storage, which is a big plus. It's 999.9 pure 24K gold bullion. Now, the biggest thing about our gold from Karatbars, it's private issue gold. It's not coins. It's not some broker gold that they can take back. Your government can take or reclaim back from you. This is your gold. And so many people are concerned about the gold they buy and their government can take it from them. And it has happened in the past, not with private issue gold. This makes us light years ahead of what you're getting out there from other sources. And the quality, plus it's certified by the LBMA, which is the London Bullion Market Association. Now, if I would ask people out there, what would they rather have, paper money or gold? Most people are going to pick the paper money because they need something to pay their bills with. But how about if you could pay your bills very soon with gold and it increases in value? What's happening to most paper currencies today? Well, let's take a look what happened since 1932 with the US dollar. $100,000 in 1932 is now valued at $2,000. Talking about a major loss. Let's look at the same amount of money in gold since 1932 is now worth over $4.449 million. A major increase in the other direction. It's over a 4,300% increase, but yet most people, I should say, aren't putting their money into gold. They're either spending it, saving it at a bank, maybe getting, if they're lucky, a quarter or 0.1% per year. It just does not add up and keep up with inflation. What we want to talk about here is gold and what the wealthy are doing. They're putting their money in gold. Why shouldn't we do the same? There's a few reasons for that. And the people that have little gold want more of it, and it's used as a currency in 194 countries. The problem is most people can't afford to buy large quantities of gold, and they're not taught that they can get smaller quantities of gold. And that's what we're here about. We're going to show you two programs. One program is just to move your money into gold and get a price of about 2 to 4% less than the broker for the apples to apples same thing, if you can find it. Or an opportunity where you can get paid to share what I'm going to show you today. It's that simple. You can just put your money and maybe have it grow in gold, or the opportunity to share this with others, just sharing, and get paid. We're going to talk about how all that works in this presentation. To begin with Karatbars International, the owner is Harold Seitz, based out of Stuttgart, Germany. They also have an office on Wall Street in New York and in Bangkok, Thailand. Now, the idea and the concept launched in April of 2010, and about a year later, Karatbars International went out and created a program where people could either buy gold, share the opportunity with others, and earn and buy gold, or do both. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, one thing that's really exciting about Karatbars International is they have their own prepaid international MasterCard. And this card can be used in about 200 countries with no questions asked. You don't have to call in because you may be traveling into another country to say, well, I'm going to use this card somewhere. No, they're accepted immediately. Now, what are some of the benefits of the card? Well, MasterCard gave it Design of the Year award in Europe. It is one of the best and most versatile international prepaid cards in the world. And here's the big one. If you choose to do the opportunity, and actually there's two sides of the opportunity. One could be where you really want to establish and build your own business. Or number two, maybe you want to buy gold and you want to share the concept with other friends. Because you see, you don't have to work the opportunity. You can come in, get gold, and show your friends your gold and see how it's different. And if they purchase gold and you refer them, you can earn as well. So there's two ways to earn. One is you're more of a business minded entrepreneur, or the other, you may just want to get a little bit of gold or a lot and show it to your friends. And you can do it either way. It's totally up to you. Or you can just come in here and buy gold for yourself. Now, every Friday, if you decide that you want to do one of the two opportunity aspects of this, whether you're just referring people to buy gold or you're going to build a business aspect of it, you get paid every Friday into your MasterCard. And you can go to your bank and withdraw it. You can go shopping with it. You can do whatever you want with your MasterCard. It's yours. And you're paid in euros, which makes it a big plus. So again, the advantage here, the money's going to go right into your card every Friday. I want to share a concept with you for some of the entrepreneurs out there. Would you rather have a penny that doubled every day for 31 days or $1 million? Now, most people are going to pick the $1 million when they see this for the first time because they say, what's going to happen to a penny in 31 days? Well, if it doubles, this is what happens. Close to $11 million. Now, why are we showing you dollars and pennies when we're all about gold? It's a concept, again, for those of you that are looking at the business model. And we'll share that with you as we go through this presentation. Now, if you decide you want to buy gold and share it with others, or you want to do the business side, you can get a free website and a back office. Now, in order for you to start earning, you would have to activate your account. And there are 4 ways to activate your account. Pretty simple. And each one of these ways or packages comes with its own advantage. So let's take a look at the first one. A bronze, $135. That's it. And if you refer somebody they come in and they want to do the same thing as you do, you'll get 5% of what package they come in. And there's other bonuses you're going to get as well. Because every time they purchase gold, you're also going to get an additional amount of bonus referrals. And that is explained in your back office because it is based on production of what you do. The next way or next package is a silver, which is $400. Now with this, you're going to get a starter kit, plus you're going to get a gram of gold shipped to your house by Federal Express. And you're going to get 10% from the people that you refer. So again, a little bit more. The gold, $800. You're going to get a starter kit, a little bit of a larger starter kit, and 2 grams of gold, but you're going to get 15% of the people that you sponsor or refer to this program. Then there's the VIP, which is $21.80. Receive a starter kit, which is much larger than the gold starter kit, and 3 grams of gold. Plus, you're going to get 20% of the people that you sponsor or refer. So you can see, compared to a bronze, for the same amount of work, you'll get 4 times the amount. Now we're going to talk about euros. So what you're seeing here, the numbers could vary from $1, $2, $3 either way because everything is paid in euros. But a lot of people do the presentation in dollars and they kind of know the rates and how everything works with the dollar. So that's what we're doing. Plus, when you're talking about gold, usually people buy it in dollars. Continue with the power of 2. The goal, now this is not a requirement, but in the example I'm going to show you, you want to get at least 1 gram of gold per week. Now, if you're referring people and if you're doing the business aspect of it and you're building a team, it makes it pretty easy to do that because we're talking about around $65 per gram, and we need to start moving our savings or the money that we're earning here into gold. And if you're doing another opportunity, what are you doing with the money you're making? Most people are spending it. We'll put some of that into gold and maybe get a gram of gold every week. And I'll show you what happens if you do that. The next thing is to find 2 people, not 20, not 200, 2 people that will do the same. Now, if you find more than 2, that's great. You'll earn a little bit more or get more free gold, which I'm going to talk to you about. And everyone brings in at least 2 people. That's it. It doesn't really get much easier than that. we have the Gold Savings Club, and that's for the people that want to build a business or they don't want to build a business. It doesn't matter. Both of you can get into the Gold Savings Club. So see, this opportunity is for everybody. It's for the people that want to do something with their money and make it grow into something, or for people that want to build a business. Either way, it's for you. So really, everybody is here. And this is where I like to ask the question. If I can show you how to get gold each week and have someone else pay for it, would you like to know what I'm doing? Because that's what I'm going to show you in this opportunity. Imagine acquiring gold every week and somebody else pay for it. And that's either through the referral bonus or you work the opportunity. Either way, the goal here is to move paper money into gold. You've already seen the example of what happens to paper money, or what happened since 1932. Before we get into the referral bonuses or the income side of the opportunity, I just want to let you know these projections are shown in US dollars. The action plan uses mathematical examples that depend on following the plan, as described in this presentation. Results will vary based on your activity and the activity of your team. Now, every opportunity comes with risk. Always make sure you are comfortable with the risk you're taking. Because in this opportunity, again, it's gold, but look what gold has done. And if you're in the business side of it, it's based on your activity, not the company. They give you the tools to build, and we just follow them. And we help you as well as a team. I want to show you the example of the silver package. Just to save time, we're not going to go through all 4 packages, because silver is the first package where gold is shipped directly to your house as soon as you get it. The other gold will go into a vault, and you can request that through Federal Express whenever you want it. Now, in this example, you're a silver, and you just sponsored 2 bronze packages at $135, and everyone does the same. I'm going to show you some time frames, and you determine the period that you're going to see. A period could be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even a month. It's up to you. Now, you may have seen another presentation that shows you these time frames in weeks. Personally, that's making it very difficult. We want to make this realistic for you. So you determine the time frame. Even if it's 1 month per period, we're going to show you how powerful this is if you put the game plan to work. Now, period number 1, again, it could be 1 week through 1 month. If you sponsor 2 bronze packages and you're a silver, you'll get $27. So if you're buying gold that week, you're going to get a discount because you're getting $27 toward that. Or you can take the $27 out. Now, let's say in period 2 and 3, which can be 2 weeks, or it can be 2 months, you don't bring anybody in. You sponsor nobody. Let's be conservative. And your team is not really at that point if you're building a team to grow. It hasn't grown yet. So be conservative. You can't get any conservative than 0. So let's say in period 2 and 3, you have nothing. Now, in period 4, things start changing. People are coming in. Everyone's bringing in their 2 bronze. People are starting to acquire a gold. And you get referral bonuses off that gold as well. And you earn $100. Again, that could be 4 weeks. It could be 4 months. Or anywhere time in between. But now you've earned enough to get free gold for that period. You can get a gram of free gold. A broker is not going to give you a gram of free gold. Just not going to happen. Period 5, things start to increase. Period 6, now you're at $250, and you've pretty much made almost everything that you put into the program. Now, all this gold you're getting each week, because it's coming from what you're earning, is free. Other people are paying for your gold, like I said. If I can show you how to get gold each week and have someone else pay for it, would you like to know what I'm doing? This is how it's happening. Now it starts compounding. Period 7, $550. Again, that could be 7 weeks. It could be 7 months. Period 8, $1,100. Period 9 is a big one. That's when you make enough to upgrade. You pay the difference from the $400 to become a VIP. And when you become a VIP, you earn more. So why wouldn't you do it if the company gave you enough money that pay period to do it? Because at pay period 10, you'd have over $4,300. That could be a week. Even if it was a month, how would $4,300 extra month do for you? And that would take anywhere from 1 week or the 10 weeks to 10 months to get there. It's a plan. Look at period 11, $8,550. Period 12, $17,250. Do you have a plan in place where you could be getting free gold all the time and make $17,250? And let's say it's a month after 12 months from now. A year from now, you could be earning $17,000 plus a month and getting quite a bit of free gold, because you can take maybe even 25% or 50% of that and turn that into gold and then take out the rest. And that keeps growing as long as you grow. And it's the power of two. In that 12-month period or 12-week period, it doesn't matter. It could be 6 months. You determine the time period. That's $34,000 you didn't have, plus gold. So you don't need to pressure yourself here. You don't need to have a quota, a time limit. You determine it. Even if you have to go 2 years. Where else are you going to get $17,000 a month? Again, you go at your speed, not at somebody else's speed, or not at speed that somebody tells you to do. This is a formula, and you do it. Now, here's the good news. This is the silver package. What happens if you're a gold or a VIP? It's going to be a lot more. Again, you determine your success, but as part of our team, we're going to give you the tools, the videos, the training, the marketing tips, everything to succeed. We have 2 programs, really. One for people that just want to acquire gold and build their nest egg, or the other person that wants to build a business and build their nest egg with gold. You determine what you want to do here. Now, let's get a little bit deeper into the opportunity aspect for those of you that want to earn. It's called the dual system. It's my favorite part of the opportunity. And this is you. This is your pot of gold in the opportunity. And you have a left side and a right side. This is not multi-level or MLM. In multi-level, when you bring somebody into an opportunity, they're direct to you and they go on your first level. You can have 20 or 30 or 50 people on your first level. Not here. This is a team concept where everyone works together. You have 2 sides or 2 columns, a left column and you have a right column. Now, when somebody purchases a package, it has a unit value. Let's take a look at this unit value. For a bronze, it's 5 units. The next slide will tell you what happens to these units. So it's a learning process. We're going to start off what they are and how it works. The next package is a silver, which is 20 units. Then we have a gold at 50 units and a VIP at 100 units. So how does this work? You bring somebody in this opportunity. First person you may put on your left side, and they come in as a bronze. Well, you're going to get 5 units, but so is everybody above you, all the way up to the number 1 person is going to get 5 units. Now, your sponsor, they've already brought in someone on their left, and they brought in somebody on their right. So that person could go underneath you. You see, your sponsor only has 2 columns as well. So once they fill that first generation, they're going to start going under you. And if you look at that closely, number 2 is brought in by your sponsor, and you, as a silver, you got 20 units, even though you didn't bring them in. And everybody above you got 20 units. In multi-level marketing, that can't happen. Only the sponsor can benefit, and the people maybe 5 or 6 or 7 levels above them. And here, your sponsor can help you, and everybody above their sponsor. It is not limited to levels on how high it will go. So let's look at it. Keeps growing here. Number 1 brings in number 3 as a gold. That's 50 units. You get 50 units. The person above you, number 1, gets 50 units, and everybody above you gets 50 units. Number 2 brings in number 4, which is a VIP at 100 units. Number 2 gets 100. You get 100. Everybody above you gets 100 units. It just keeps growing, and as more people come in, watch what happens here. Number 3 brings in 5 as a gold. Number 3 gets 50. Number 1 gets 50. You get 50. Everybody above you gets 50. You should be getting the idea by now. Number 4 brings in 6 as a VIP. 4 gets 100 units. 2 gets 100 units. And everybody above you gets 100 units. So we know it goes from you or that person coming in all the way to the top. How about the other direction? How many generations deep can you capture these units from people coming in below you? Very simple. Infinite. You can have somebody 2, 3, or 400 generations below you. If they come in as a VIP, you get 100 units. So now you understand the structure, how it all works. What does this mean when it becomes income? We work in something called cycles. And every time you cycle, depending on the package you are, you'll see that right column, you're going to get 10 euros as a bronze, 40 euros as a silver, 60 euros as gold, and 80 euros as VIP. And most come in as a VIP. So how do you cycle? A cycle is paid when you have 25 units on one side and 50 units on the opposite side. It doesn't matter whether it's left or right. It's just you need to have 25 units on one side and 50 units on the left. And we determined on the last slide, these units can come from the person who brought you in as well. And then the person that they bring in. We're all working as a team in just 2 columns. Very simple. I'm going to give you 3 examples on cycles and how you get paid. You bring in number 1, okay? I'm sorry, number 2 is brought in by your sponsor. I apologize. Number 2 is brought in by your sponsor, and that's 5 units. You get the 5 units, and so does your sponsor. Now, this bronze brings in a silver at 20 units. That's a total of 25 units, and you didn't bring anybody in yet. You got half of the cycle. Then you bring in number 1 as a gold, which is 50 units. That creates a cycle, 25 on one side and 50 units on the other. What does that mean? That means you get paid, and you get paid the amount of what package you purchased. Most people get a VIP, that'd be 80 euros, about $110. Very simple. Let's look at example number 2. The silver brings in their friend as a gold, 50 units. And the gold on the left side, number 1, they bring in their friend as a VIP. In this example, you didn't bring in the gold, you didn't bring in the VIP. Neither one of them. But there's 25 goes into 50 twice, and 50 goes into 100 twice. That creates 2 cycles. So see, you didn't bring in either person. And if you're a VIP, that's 160 euros or $220. Example 3. You have the bronze and silver and gold on your right, and they bring in people, and you get up to a total of maybe 300 units from all the people on your right side. You didn't bring in any of these 300 units, okay? So hold on. I'll just hold on one second here. Hold on just a second here. Okay, so back here. Sorry, I had a technical issue here. So you have 300 units on your right. And then you bring in, or I'm sorry, your VIP that's below you, see on the left side, they bring in a friend at 100 units. What does that happen? What happens here? Let's take a close look. 25 goes into the lower number, which is 100 4 times. 50 goes into 300 6 times. But you can't cash in 6 units because you only have 4 on the left. But only is a good problem, because you take 100, you cash in on the left, and you take 200, because 50 times 4 is 200. You cash in 200, and you have 4 units. If you're a VIP, that's 320 euros, $440. And you didn't bring in anybody on the right, and you didn't bring in the VIP on your left. This is the team working. So you don't have to refer a lot of people here if you put the team to work and we all work together. Now, how about the 100 units that's left over on the right, because you used 200 of the 300? That does not flush away. It stays there until somebody on the left comes in, and you can cash out both of those. So this can grow, really keep growing and growing and growing. And this is just one of the ways that we earn, because there are 7 ways that we earn. The first one is through direct commissions. The second one is a unilevel bonus. And that means when you purchase gold, or someone you bring in, someone you sponsor gets gold, you're going to get a referral bonus for the gold. If it's a team concept and the people that you brought in, so let's say you brought me in and I bring in other people, and they acquire gold, you're going to get a commission or a referral bonus on that. Again, you didn't do for the number 3. You're not working it. It's the people that are on your left or right columns that are below you that were brought in by a person that you sponsored. Number 4, we already talked about. The first one, you're going to get 5 to 20% of the people that you refer or sponsor to this program based on the package they pay or buy. The dual team bonus or system is the cycle bonus that I just shared with you. Karatbars pool, depending on where you're at in the company, on your productivity, as well as your team, at the end of the year, you're also going to get profit sharing, which is explained in your back office in more detail. That's a whole presentation in itself. So you can go ahead and read that, but all you know is extra money is profit sharing based on the gold sales of the company. Now, number 7, Karatbars Gold Fund is a little different here. This is what we call incentive grams of gold. These are grams of gold that you can trade in or turn back in for things like a gold Rolex watch. Maybe it's going to be for a trip to Dubai, other vacations, or a few different types of cars, or a villa anywhere in the world. It's up to you how you want to work these incentive grams of gold. That's just for you. It's like a little gift saying thank you, and you can purchase other items with that incentive gram of gold. Getting started, you enroll. You go online. Your sponsor will give you their link with instructions. Doesn't cost anything to get going. So you'll get your website, you'll get your back office, you can start learning, but I wouldn't spend too much time doing that because if your sponsor starts bringing in people and you don't activate your account, one of those packages, you won't benefit from that. And you want to get those units. So then you select the package. Right here you see the gold, the silver, and the VIP. It's actually the silver, gold, and VIP in that order there, and you get your grams of gold. Very simple, very easy to do. Then you start moving your paper money into gold, or you can take some of your income and move that into gold. As you see, here's your card. This is what your classic card looks like. And it shows that it's 999.9 pure gold. It's 1 gram. You can get up to 5 grams on your card. There's an assayer signature certifying this is true, this is real. And then it says that it's part of the LBMA certification, the London Bullion Market Association. Now, for your refinery to be a member of the LBMA, you can't have any complaints or issues for 3 years. Talk about credibility of this company. Just to have gold through the LBMA says a lot. They've been in business. People are happy. They do everything they say. Now, on the back of your card, if you want to even look into more detail, is a QR symbol. And if you have an iPhone or an Android phone and you have a QR scanner or reader, you can just put it right over that QR symbol and you'll see what your gold is, where it's been certified by the LBA, everything there. It justifies the gold that you have. And very soon, right now, it's accepted in over 9,000 locations around the world as currency. And that will be growing. Your Karatbars gold card is currency, unlike the other gold cards you see out there. Again, this sets aside from the rest. This is why it's better. There are also specialty cards. A lot of people give gift cards as a birthday gift or a wedding gift. How about gold, a card with gold on it? You can give that for a birthday. They have special design cards for birthdays, newborns, graduation, Valentine's Day, Christmas, and the list goes on. There's so many different kinds that are in your back office. And if you get one of the gold packages, the package with gold, there'll be a brochure that comes in with your starter kit on the different types. And every so often they do a limited edition. Right now, there's 100,000 limited editions of the Pope John Paul II custom card with gold. And it's only 100,000. And now Pope John Paul is a saint. It will increase in value. These specialty cards, that's why they're special, because they're different than others. They're collectors. And they have an exclusive licensing agreement with the Vatican. Now, if most of you are familiar with the Vatican these days, they are very picky in who they decide to partner with. Extremely picky. They're going to check out Karatbars more than all of us on this webinar right now can afford to do. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us. I'm talking about an opportunity of a lifetime that none of us have ever seen before. Yeah, there are great opportunities out there. You can get paid in money. But what happens if that currency starts devaluing? And it does. And it's happened. And inflation really destroys currency. And when your paper currency or the dollar drops, gold increases. Your opportunity is here to diversify your savings and also build some income. If you're interested in what you see, whether you want to acquire gold or do the opportunity, contact the person that invited you here. To get started with one of the packages, you can use a PayPal debit card, Visa or MasterCard debit card or credit card, and American Express credit card. Now, you're going to be making an international transaction. If you have an international card, you're fine. If you have a domestic credit card or debit card, you need to call the customer service number on the back of your card. Have to call them, but you have to ask for the fraud department because the fraud department deals with international transactions, not the customer service department. Customer service, they say they can help you, they can't. Believe me, we know from experience. You must reach the fraud department, not your local bank. They will not help you. They can't help you. It has to be the fraud department. I stress that because a lot of people, they think they're speaking to the fraud department and they're speaking to customer service. Or they go to the bank that has the card, they can't help you either. Simple, very simple. Just get that done. Lots of us have done it. It's time for you to take the next step. It's really up to you. Don't miss on this opportunity to acquire gold and maybe build some extra income. You saw what you can do, even if it takes a year. This is a game plan that you don't have in place if you don't do it. You won't change your situation if you don't do it. You can start off at any position and upgrade. So that's up to you how you want to do that. And give it your all, really, because it'll be worth it. It'll help you in so many ways. At this point, what I'd like to do is get to your questions. I'm going to stop the recording so those of you listening to the recording don't get the Q&A portion of it. So let me do that right now.